So now I kind of want to talk about one of the more unexpected side effects that I ended up noticing when I started taking Shilajit. For those of you who didn't hear me talk about it in my last video, this was just one of the many trends and bandwagons that I jumped on that has to do with health and wellness. And to be 100% honest with you, I didn't have very much hope or faith in this at all, because I've been doing this for about, 7 years now. When I say I've been doing this, what I mean is every time I hear of a new supplement or, a new diet or whatever the case may be, something to do with health and wellness, and I see everybody talking about it, I want in on the conversation. Because, I don't believe in debating something without experience. So if I want in on that conversation, I want to experience it. So I'll jump in and I'll get on that bandwagon and I'll try the diet or test out the supplement or whatever the case may be. And for the very most part, when it comes to all the bandwagons and trends in regards to health and wellness that I've jumped on for about the past 5 or 6 years, 90% of them aren't really worth all the hype. So that's the reason why I didn't have very good expectations for this stuff at all when I first jumped on it and decided to try it. But I immediately felt like I took a nootropic when I first started taking it. Immediately. It gave me this very noticeable boost of energy, which I thought was weird. But that's the reason why I continued taking it daily. I'm like, man, if I can feel it, then all those other little side effects and whatnot that people talk about must be legitimate too, But one thing I started noticing that I didn't really expect was my quality of sleep almost immediately improved. And for me personally, what I do for a living, sleep and rest to me is so important for me to work my business and do what I do for a living. My brain has to be firing at tip-top, optimal fucking capacity, like all the time. And it's really easy for me to go to bed too late or accidentally wake up too early, or just for whatever unknown reason, I wake up in the morning and maybe I just slept on my side the wrong way or something, and I just didn't rest well. And, I wake up in the morning, my brain is kind of like a diesel engine. It takes me a while to get my brain warmed up and fired up and to where I'm good, But there's some mornings where I'll just wake up and it never really gets to peak capacity. Even if I decide to go ahead and bust out a workout or go on a run, I have to drag myself through it, and my brain just never really gets to the point to where I feel like I've rested. But once I started taking Shilajit, I noticed that started happening less and less and less. And it got to the point where it's difficult for me to take my daily nap. Normally, I like to have a nap at least once a day, or at least fall into a deep transcendental meditative state. And I found it difficult to fall asleep in the middle of the day because my brain, I rested so well the night before that my brain is just so rested that I can't fall asleep in the middle of the day. And, maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's not. For me, being a projector in human design and being a natural introvert, I get drained very rapidly, very easily. So I need that nap or that meditation in the middle of the day to recharge and re-up my energy, so that it's like I just went to the gas station and refilled my tank so that I can keep going, And once I started taking Shilajit, that little routine of mine where somewhere in between, I want to say 1 and 3 p.m., I normally like to lay down and meditate or nap, it started becoming more difficult. I'm like, man, I can't even fall into a meditative state. I have to really work to relax my mind, to get myself into a meditative state, because I'm so like hyped up and amped up, you know? So yeah, I'm just a really big fan of this stuff, man. I really am. Again, for those of you who have been following me for a long time, you know that I don't just say whatever about whatever product. I am not that person that's just going to jump on camera and promote any random product, you know. If you see me promoting something, there's one thing I can promise you. I use it daily, and I love it. I actually enjoy it. If I'm not using something daily and it's not something that I actually legitimately enjoy, I'm not promoting it. I'm not talking about it, you know. So yeah, anyway, check in the description of the video if you would like information on how to get 10% off with my promo code RICH10. Or at least just, you know, think about it for the future, you know. So I would highly recommend it, though. It's not going to hurt you. It might taste a little bit nasty. It might taste a little bit bitter. You want to mix it up with some water, but that's about the only thing that you're risking giving it a shot. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. I hope you all enjoy it. Have a nice day.